Welcome to the second of 3 courses in the Creating for Mixed Reality program. Mixed reality is the frontier of human desire to hack perception. The past is a great place for inspiration and knowledge of where we have come from, and it grounds us as we explore the future. Previously, I gave you cultural and historical context for thinking about mixed reality. We got a taste of what is involved in creating for mixed reality by practicing translating a story from Italo Calvino, and we researched contemporary artists' exploration of perception. Now you have context to think critically about mixed reality, it's time to dive into how to create for mixed reality. Creating for mixed reality involves a variety of disciplines and tools that need to be brought together into a single pipeline. And rarely does one person contain the experience to do everything to satisfaction. It takes a village. My goal for this course is to help you discover where your unique combination of skills and talent fit into this hypothetical village. I want you to understand there are a variety of approaches to creating content for mixed reality and encourage you to have an open and explorative mindset about this. The wonderful thing about the evolving state of mixed reality is that there is no right way to do things. So don't get fixated on that. Try all the different approaches on offer. Finally, I want you to practice thinking about why what you create looks the way it does. What are the aesthetics of your experience? We will explore this by looking at the modernist art movement. By the end of this course, you will have a more clear vision of where your sweet spot is in creating for mixed reality. You will have a toolbox of approaches to explore, and you will have a deeper appreciation for the uniquely human skill attributes of mixed reality. Let's walk through what we will be doing in each session. In the first session, we will start by discussing a general process for creating for mixed reality. This will give you insight into who you should be collaborating with. I also hope it will give you a better understanding of your own contribution to the process. And then we'll talk about how 3D rendering works. It helps to understand how our machines understand the 3D worlds we create. We will cover concepts like geometry, materials, lighting, and physics. Words like wireframe, mesh, texture, shader will take on an expanded meaning for you. No matter what you do in creating for mixed reality, you will end up dealing with these concepts. They might seem technical at first, but I will be using words like mesh and texture moving forward and wanted to make sure you have an idea of what they mean. Session 2 is about exploring different approaches to creating assets. We'll explore VR native tools as well as different ways to capture the physical world. In Session 3, we'll explore why what we create looks the way it does. We'll explore modernist architecture and see different types of experiences with different aesthetics. This course will wrap up with Session 4, where we'll review an array of contemporary AR and VR experiences for their aesthetic approaches. And throughout the course, we'll hear from artists and professionals in the field. So let's get started. Rarely does one person build a house all by themselves or direct, film, and act in the same movie. Most human endeavors require collaboration, cooperation, trust, and compromise between a group of individuals. This is one of the reasons companies evolved. It's more efficient to work in a group than on your own. The same goes for creating for mixed reality. If you limit yourself to wanting to do this all alone, you become your own constraint on the potential of your ideas and concepts. If you choose the path of collaboration and compromise, you open yourself to delivering to an excess of your potential, and the result can exceed your wildest dreams. You will learn much more about yourself through collaboration than going it alone. In my experience, I found there is a tendency for designers and artists to want to work alone. This is where they can find control and a sense of security and stability. However, the evolving state of mixed reality makes it very difficult to carve out a place where you can achieve all by yourself. This is why I want to talk about the process of creating first, before we dive into the tactics of making. I also strongly believe that shared creativity delivers exponential results. Find others to work with on mixed reality projects. Understand your strength and where you want to grow. Articulate this and listen to your collaborators as they articulate their goals. This session will give you the understanding you need to do this. The activities we're going to cover are concepting, modeling, animation, visual effects, coding, sound design, testing, and deploying. Now, these are not sequential. I'm not discussing a project plan. I'm discussing the different activities that you'd have to deploy to create for mixed reality. So let's walk through each one of these and then look at approaches to execute on them afterwards.